بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Question number 15 is based on the IP address subnetting here. So if you just check this question, the question has given you the diagram. In this diagram, you got a requirement given, the number of hosts, and the IP addresses what you will be using. So these are the IPs, IP ranges, or IP addresses what will we are using here. Of course, the requirement is given here. Now, based on this question, the question is like all the links of the routers in the network or configured with IP network subnet 0. This is nothing but where you can use the first network range as well as the last network range. Previously, when you are writing a range, let's say you are getting 4 subnets, let's say 0 to 63, 64 to 127, 128 to 191, 192 to 255. So the first subnet and the last subnet will not be used. But again, based on the new iOS versions or the new routers, basically you can use that. Means first and the last subnet can be used. So which network address should be used on link A and link network A? Now link A means here you can see the link A. This is the link A. So what is the address you need to use? And that's where, and the network A. Okay, so link A network A means what will be the range we'll be using here as well as here. So if you try to see the range here, 32 is used, 32, 64, or 96 is used, which means 0 to 31 is used here, and 32 to 63 is used here based on slash, and 64 to 0 to 31 is, I think 0 to 31 is used here. You can see 3.4, 3.8, 3.12, which means the range from 0 to 4 can be used here. Because here 0 to 3 we can use here because there is IP address range. Just you need to understand the subnetting here. Try to calculate the subnetting calculations here. So out of the range 0 to 255, so 32 to 63 is used here, first one, and then 64 to 120, 64 to 95 is used here, and 96 to this is your second one, and 96 to, again 32, group of 32 means 127 is used here. Okay, and again from 0 to out of 0 to 31 addresses, again you can see there is a 3.4 is used here, which means 3.4 to, I'm just writing the last portion, 4 to 7, and 8 to 11, and 12 to 15 will be used here. If you see the address range, these are the used addresses. So which means whatever the answers given to you should not be in this range. So whatever the answers given to you should not be in this range because these addresses are already given. So now we need to select the correct answers which are not falling in this range. So if you check the answers here, so this we can use for the link A, right? Because this is not used anywhere. And of course, I don't need to go for link A again because this address is valid. I cannot use 112 because 112 is already in this range, so I cannot repeat the same network. And for the network, I cannot use this one, but I can use this one because this 128.network we are not using anywhere. And of course 128, because the requirement here is, if you see the requirement is 120 host, which means it should be slash how much, slash 25, right? The size of 128. So it all depends upon the subnetting. So based on this, we can figure out that we can use this address on the link and this on the subnet with the slash 25 because of the requirement of 120 host. So again, it is based on the subnetting example.